What's up, everybody? Hello, it's me, Butter, and here I'm joined with Corbane.
Hello.
Today is our first episode of Churn Chomp. Yay!
Yay!
And you all get to hear of how we became a bunch of furballs and hear our different life experiences and stories.
Scaly. I'm a scaly.
All right, sorry, scaly. But ain't that exciting? Yay! So hopefully you all enjoy this first episode. So, Corbane.
What's up, Butter?
Now, would you like to tell us a bit of how you became this scaly being that you are today?
Sure. It was about a year ago. I was on my phone, like normal. I'd got off work. I was sitting in my room, laying in bed, relaxing. And I was scrolling through TikTok because I like to watch the videos and stuff on TikTok. And I came across my first ever live video. And it was a little bouncing avatar on the screen. And he was yelling and screaming, having a good time, being very positive, being very fun, being very entertaining. And I loved it. And I was just sitting there, it's like, what in the world is this? I had heard about furries in my life, but I didn't know very much about them. And I go to comic book conventions and anime fests. So I'd seen furries before, but this was different. This wasn't an actual fursuit. This was a virtual thing. And then that's where I discovered what VR chat was. And the little avatar jumping around, his name was Otterwolf. And he introduced me to the fandom of VR chat streamers. Is the first one I'd seen. It was so engaging. It was so entertaining. It was a lot of fun. I felt like I was in an audience at like a festival or a music or a comedy club or whatever, insert that. I felt like I was in the audience and he was engaging with us all. And we got to engage back with him. And he would respond to what we said and what we did. And it was so cool. I loved it. I fell in love with that. And it made me interested more in it. So I then watched Otter and then a few of the other streamers who I got introduced to from watching his, because once you watch one on your FYP, you see tons of them show up. So I never knew about the fandom. I never knew about the community or anything like that until I found him. And then it introduced me to the rest of them. About 3 months later, I was buying a VR headset just so that I could get on VR and walk around and find me an avatar. I found me a little avatar, a couple of them, and none of them felt right. And then I found this little pink fennec fox that had a shark tail. And I loved it. And it was the avatar I wore everywhere. That's the one I chose to wear every time I did anything. I loved that avatar so much. But I couldn't get the assets. I couldn't buy it. I couldn't figure out who sold it. Couldn't find out how to do it. I had no idea how to use Blender. No idea how to use any of that stuff. So I was just stuck doing that. And then here we flash forward until late November. And I found this avatar on Jinxie. It's Shaun the Shark by Darby, and I fell in love with it. And I bought it, and I learned how to use Unity to upload it, to put it in VR chat, and I started walking around in it. And they say, a lot of people will tell you in VR chat, try on tons of avatars. Try them until you find the one that feels like you. You'll know it when you find it because you'll feel the attachment. And I felt like me, and it made me feel everything I ever wanted. It was the shark. It's strong, it's powerful, it's brave, all the things and traits that I really wish that I had more of in my IRL self. So this helped pull that out of me and gave me more of a feeling as to what I wanted. And I feel a lot better in it. And I knew it was me. So that's how I became Corbane in the Sean the Shark avatar. And from that is what it led me on to participate more and more in the fandom, meet more and more people. I started live streaming in December 1st of 2025. And yeah, it's gone on from there. I've met so many wonderful beings, yourself, Kat, Astro Llama, so many amazing beings that I call friends. And it's an important thing to me now. Very important. And I love it. That's why I love getting on here and being a silly shark on the internet whenever I can. Whenever I'm not at work and whenever I'm not doing any IRL stuff that's a drag now, I get on here and sit around and hang out with people and just have an absolute fantastic time. It's marvelous. So yeah, but that was the beginning of my journey to where I got started with it, is catching somebody on TikTok doing a VR chat and learning about VR chat, watching them, being inspired by them, meeting so many wonderful beings on that, and it led me down this road to where I am now. I credit a lot of it to the Otter Wolf and an awful lot to Coffee Pot for giving me the push to actually start streaming. So yeah.
Wow. Well, that's an amazing experience. I've met Coffee. Coffee's an amazing being for sure. Love the guy.
Yeah.
Otter
Hard
Wolf.
not to love Coffee.
Yes. Otter Wolf is an amazing being as well. I've met him a couple times. So
I love Otter and I love Yoshi very, very, very much.
Great, amazing beings out there. So now,
what about you?
Me?
It's your turn. What did you do?
All right. I'll share. So I got here. I didn't have the VR headset for long. So I was just randomly going through different worlds. Seeing, I was quiet. But I traveled to different worlds, big public worlds. Holy crazy people online. So that was a wild experience. But I randomly went to a search world known as Prismix, looking a bunch of through different types of avatars, and I saw a couple furry avatars, and I thought that was pretty interesting. I didn't try them on, but I at least knew what a furry was, and they had some pretty interesting avies there for furries. But so I think, yes, a couple days after that, I was just randomly scrolling through TikTok, and that is where I found our scaly friend here, Corbane, live. And the vibe really caught my attention, so I sat in chat and just watched the whole thing pretty much. Then I worked up the nerve to join Corbane here, and I finally went to his world. He was live at the time. And he had the whole lifeguard set up on his shark heavy. and of course he was at a nice looking beach each world. So I sat in the background, didn't talk, so you see me a little bit. Because most of the time I would be running around in the background, jumping, whatever. No talking though. But yeah, I think I'm really here because of Corbane. Corbane, you know, he had the vibes, and it really pushed me into joining the community, and you know, trying out, seeing what everybody else was like in the community, and I did get to meet a whole lot of different people, and they were all amazing. So I'm only here. I feel like I'm only here today because of Corbane. He was the one who really caught my attention. So I am here because of Corbane. Yay! So I try to make it my priority to get on here every day and hang out with these amazing people that are in the community. Again, like Corbane said, Astro and Cat, and so many other people.
It's a huge list. It's a massive list of people.
Yes, it is a massive list. And of course,
we have grown a very healthy sized family.
Yes, we have. I would love to go down that, say everybody's name, but I feel like that would take up the whole time here. But if they do watch this, I hope they know that they are very appreciated, and we love you guys. You guys are amazing. Hopefully you guys know that.
Yeah, it's a huge list of people that I'm sure we both have that are a lot of mutuals. I mean, I only have like 250 people on my friends list. I try to edit it down and keep it to where it's the people I actually hang out with and do stuff with. But I get that list growing, and I always love meeting new people and supporting game nights, because there's a lot of game nights that take place now. I started the one back in January for Bike Club, and now we've got game nights just about every night with karaoke, games, just chat worlds open up. And it's really a great time in the VR chat community for us to be able to get together and meet each other in completely safe situations, instead of going to public worlds where you never know what you're going to get. Because in the game nights, they're private or they're group, so they're safe. Because the people that are in there are, well, they're VR furries, or they're VR furry friendly, and they want to be in there. And it's, like you said, you were hopping around to the worlds when you first started, and some of them were wild and crazy. A lot of people, when they enter the VR chat community, get into those worlds, and that's where they hop around, and then they quickly get out of the community because they think everybody is a bunch of wild, crazy kids trolling each other and causing problems, and that hurts the community. Those worlds hurt the community. So if you're getting into VR chat, I find it, like I did, was a very safe method. I got in because I knew a streamer, Otterwolf. I joined his Discord. I joined PubHub, which is his community, and that got me safely into the community to where I never went to a group public or a public instance where it was a free-for-all for whoever could be there. I got let in to instances and worlds that were people that were there from the community. So I felt welcomed and nurtured and brought in. And that's why whenever I first started doing my streaming thing, I tried to do that for everybody, for the people that were coming into my chats. I wanted them to be able to join me in my worlds, to know it was safe, to know that there was no judgment, there was no pushing. If you didn't want to talk, don't talk. If you wanted to communicate via typing, I can read. And anybody that had any problem with that, I would be like, well, apparently if you have a problem with the fact that this person doesn't feel comfortable talking and they prefer to type, you have two options. Option one, shut up and get away from us while I'm talking with them. Or option two, I'll just boot you out of here because you're apparently not what I want in my community. I want everybody to feel safe. I want everybody to feel welcome. I want everybody to feel the love of the community and the positive nature of it. I don't want people in there judging. I don't want people in there being problematic. I want everybody to have a good time because this is our free time. You know, this is what we do to escape. This is what we do to get together and have fun. So that's all I want being held in our worlds. And I felt that that's what I was introduced to with the ones that I joined in the worlds that I've been to. So that's why I really like to hold that door open and let people in, because it's a great community. It changes your life. It makes things better. You get happier. You get more positive. You get to meet people. You get to feel that social battery. And, you know, it's a welcoming sensation. And you get to meet, like I said, you never know who you're going to run into. We've had plenty of instances where we've had, 60 plus, 50 plus people hanging out in a chat instance. And you don't know who all's going to show up, from, just, somebody walking around in a Super Mario avatar to somebody walking around in a Halo Master Chief avatar. It's a furry community, but that doesn't mean everybody in it has to wear a furry avatar. It's a welcoming community for people who just want to chill, vibe, and have a good time. And that's the biggest part of what VR chat should be. It's the biggest part of what the community you're in should be. And if it's not being that way, find you a better community. There's hundreds. Find the one that suits you. Find the one that welcomes you. Find the one that doesn't try to change you into what they think you should be. Be comfortable in it. Make it a home. Let it be your family. That's all you need. It becomes a lot more entertaining. I've done all right at it. I like to think I have at least.
I think you're the one who pretty much started the whole game nights. Because
maybe
I feel like you are.
I know I had a bit of a hand in it. But I'm just so happy that there's so many of them going on now. There isn't a night during the week that there isn't something going on for somebody to get on there and do stuff. And that makes it so much better. I like the interactions. I love the fun. And I think we all have a good time.
Yes. Game nights are always a blast, especially... we have such amazing friends.
We have terrifying friends.
They all have their own sense of humor.
Tell you, there's been three people that have been in our game night that are absolutely wonderful beings. All three of them, perfect, wonderful, loving beings. But being given the chance to play a game like Murder 4 or what's the other one? That's Murder 4, the
Blackout.
Murder 4 or Blackout, where somebody's a murderer and you don't know who it is. And then you see one of the most sweetest, awesome, kind beings that they're soft-spoken, they're overly friendly, they're cute, they're kind, you love them to death. And then they come walking up to you with a smile, and then they go, stab, stab, stab. And they're smiling and laughing while doing it. Horrifying. It's truly the stuff of nightmare fuel for a horror game. And that's the three that got me the most was Nova the Llama and Dingaroo and Rick. Rick is RC Clowney is just masterful tactician at those games, and he's so good at them. And you don't ever see it coming. You just you see this cute little cat avatar going on and goes, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" Stab, 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 stab. And you're like, didn't see that coming. And you're sitting in the other world with the other 15 people who he's already done in the first 3 minutes of the game. Yeah. Rick is very good at that game. RC Clowney's very good at those games. But be very careful if you're in one of those games with him. Very careful. He's probably the murderer.
Yeah.
And he's very good at it.
We also play Outrun. That's another good game. If you guys don't know, one person's in a tower trying to snipe everybody else who's on the ground, trying to make it across the whole map to escape. And you'll see a bunch of crazy stuff happening there because it's not just a sniper you got to worry about; it's other things.
Mines. Where's a mine? First time I played that game, somebody said, "Look out for the mines," and I'm like, "What mine?" And I was like, that mine, I'm guessing. I didn't even know there were mines in the game.
Yeah. So definitely some crazy experiences we've had in the group.
Oh yeah.
Like in the game worlds or when we're just chatting with one another.
Yep.
Crazy.
A lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
And if you go to any of those game nights with a bunch of people that are playing the games and being silly and goofy, make sure to check your vibe, because some of them are very serious. They want to play the game seriously, but most of them are being silly and funny and just being crazy and having a good time. If you're in one of those instances where everybody's just being silly and goofy, don't get offended if they're not taking the game seriously and trying to win. Most of the time they're in there just to be silly and goofy. We don't care if we win or lose. We are all winning because we're playing the game and having fun with our community. If you want to be competitive, maybe check the group that you're going to and make sure that they're more of a competitive game group. But if they're just a chill vibe, relax and have funny and be silly, don't get all offended. Don't get all mad. Just understand that that's the type of group that you're joining. And you might want to find a different group or ask if they want to have a serious round or something like that. And, be respectful of everybody, because it's like I like to tell some of the people that we've had some issues with. And we've had issues. We've had 60 plus groups where we've had nights of Bike Club where we had to open up 2 instances and each instance had 40 plus people because there wasn't enough room in the game for us to have everybody in there. And we've had some instances where we've had people in there that get all upset because somebody's doing something silly, like an instance where they're running around playing Murder 4, and one of the guys that was playing was just locking every door for no reason. He needs to walk up and lock it. You're like, don't lock the doors and get all mad. It's a game, folks. This is a game. We're here to have fun. Be chill. Check your vibe when you're in the map. If everybody's being chill and having a good time, that's the vibe you should strive for. If that's not the vibe you're wanting, there's dozens of other vibes. There's other worlds. There's other groups. Find the one that suits you. Find the one that suits you. That's how you find your happy vibe. Because if you want to be more serious and competitive, and you're not having fun unless you're being serious and competitive, then that's the one you want to go find. But if the vibe of the world that you're in is not serious and is not competitive, don't try to change it. You're going to need a lot of opposition because the majority of the people that are in there are not there for that. So be respectful. Be respectful. Key. If you want respect, you have to give respect. That's the major thing I have to say about that.
Yeah, that is fair. Everybody likes it when everybody's having fun, and you know, the less drama, the better.
Absolutely. Don't
Yep.
don't go to a game night to trauma dump or drama dump. We're not in there for that. Save that for other times.
Yep. If you're gonna, bring drama, just don't, please. If you want to drama dump,
time for that.
go somewhere else, please. Let everybody else.
There's plenty of groups for that as well.
Yes.
Find that group. Yet again. Find that group.
Yes. Please and thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
They're amazing.
They are.
That's good. It's good. Nice and salty.
Yeah, they're laced with butter.
Ooh, buttered.
Now, I'm gonna point my finger at you guys. If you can see it, kind of blends in.
Oh, he turned his finger sideways. He turned his finger sideways. It's serious now.
Yeah,
Sideways.
serious.
Serious. It's a finger point. That's a serious finger point. You gotta watch that.
I'm looking at you guys. So, if for the next video, just to let you all know, I'm just gonna say this now so I don't forget, because that's what I do. I forget sometimes. The first comment on this video, ask us a question for the next video. If you got a question,
Yes, please,
and yeah,
please ask questions.
we'll for sure put the first comment that is down below, and we'll answer it in the next video, just to let you guys know. I just feel like I had to bring that up now before I forgot.
Yeah.
But
It's always a good thing if you're watching videos and you're liking the streamers, and this goes for TikTok and the other programs and stuff like that, if I can say that. When you're interacting with streamers and they're posting videos and content, watch them for at least 30 seconds on the little timer bar, and then hit a like, and then add a comment if you want, or add to favorites. That's how you get that streamer recognized by the FYP. The more interactions they get on their likes and on their views, the better you're helping them. And even if you don't have the money and the coins in TikTok or any of the other things, or Twitch, to send things over, liking their videos, sharing their videos, favoriting their videos, commenting on their videos, tapping the like button when you're watching they're watching their live streams, that is a huge form of support. It is the biggest way that you can support your favorite streamers, is to sit there and give them likes, because that lets the streaming programs know that people are interacting with that streamer, that streamer is active, that streamer is doing stuff, and then that streamer will be pushed harder onto the FYP for that subgroup. So it's the best way you can help streamers, is to give them likes, and whenever they post a video, watch them for like I think it's 30 seconds for the most of them. It's 30 seconds. You have to watch the video for at least 30 seconds, and then hit the like button, and then hit your comment button. But you got to let it go for at least 30 seconds. That way it registers as something other than a flyby, because the just scroll like, that's good for the like count on the video. Very good for the like count. But for some reason, the algorithm doesn't like to register that as being somebody actively doing it. It registers it kind of as a bot. So giving it a full 30-second watch, and then hitting your likes and your shares and everything like that, it's the best way you can support your streamers. We're here to build the community and form more and find more like-minded people that like to engage in the same thing and be entertained by the same stuff. If you have a streamer that you really, really like, that you spend time with in their lives or watching them on your phone or on your computer, and you want to support them, but you don't have money to spend, the like button is very important. It helps them so much. You get how much it helps them. And that is the best way to support them. Let them feel appreciated. It lets them feel loved. It lets them know that you're there. And most of us, we stream to meet people, to get the interactions, to feel the social connection with each other. And doing the likes and just talking about stuff is the best way that you can support us. It's so much. It matters so much. It's the reason why most of us keep going as far as doing the streaming, is so that we can interact and feel the interactions. It's very important. So the like button, watch the video for 30 seconds, like it, comment, even if the comment is woot or yay or whatever it is. And then, if you want to favorite or share it, that's up to you. But the other two are very important. So anyway, stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. Yes. I feel like a lot of people have that problem for sure. A lot of people will skip out on the water, which is bad. Don't do that.
Bad idea.
Bad idea. It would be worse for him since he's a shark.
Yeah, very bad. Very bad. Water is very important.
For me, I'm a fruit bat, so I'll stick with my good juicy fruits. Fruity water.
Fruits are nothing but water, so
yeah. So
those fruits are water.
At the same time, I'm eating some good stuff that's pretty healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Can't go too crazy on it, or it won't be healthy. But
I try to tell people that I'm a shark, and I eat a lot of fish, and fish are almost 99% in water. So,
yep.
True.
Quick question though, since you are a shark and all, if I see a random bubble in the water, is that fish passing gas?
Probably. I mean, you ever been in water? You have any idea what we do in that water?
Dang, and a lot of people.
What we do in that water?
I can imagine a lot of things.
There's a reason why it's salty. Just saying. There's a whole lot of stuff goes on in that water. You gotta be careful.
Oh my goodness. I guess birds don't really mind hiding their they don't mind hiding their what would you say, produce that they share when it drops from the sky. I'm a bat.
I like that word. It's their production.
It's their production. Yes, they love sharing it with people. Gives them a nice
especially
print.
On freshly washed cars.
Yes, especially the black cars.
Oh yeah. We needed a volley in here to answer that question at some point.
Yes. Yep. We should set that up some point. I would love to know what they have to say about that. I am a winged creature. No, I'm not a bird, so I don't do that.
He's a bat.
I'm a bat. I'm a bat. So I only mostly come out at the night. Then again, not much. Not all creatures are up at night. So I can have some alone time. A little nice and quiet jazz time, maybe.
Good old jazz time.
Yeah, sit on somebody's window, peek in a little bit, see what's going on. And if there's action, hey, it's a movie to me.
It's just nature.
It's just nature.
Watching nature videos.
Yeah, nature videos only. Wink.
The Bloodhouse Gang said it best. You and me ain't nothing but mammals.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So,
and yes, technically I am kind of a mammal because I am a leopard shark kangaroo hybrid. Kind of a mammal. Kind of.
Don't mess up the details now.
No gills.
No gills. And I'm just your buttery fruit bat. That's all. That's what I am.
Butter bat.
The butter bat. Yes.
Butter
bat. But again, in the fandom, you'll see a whole lot of people. Like different. Some of them are mixed with other things. Like Corbane is a Kingo bat. My apologies. Kango shark, pretty much. Shark Kango.
Sharkaroo.
Or Sharkaroo. Yeah, that's even better than whatever I just said.
No, I like Kango shark. Kango shark's pretty darn awesome. I like that.
Kango shark coming
Kango
to you
shark,
now.
I like that.
It sounds like a movie. Kango shark. But yes, and the fandom, you'll see a whole lot of different crazy people, or most of us are quiet. So if you're more into the chill and quiet people, you'll definitely see a lot of those. I used to be in that category, but now I feel like I'm still sometimes somewhat a little quiet. But I feel like most of the time you'll see me jumping around in the background.
You're very energetic.
I am very energetic. I am very energetic. I'm also respectful when it comes to people wanting their boundaries and all that. So I make sure not to push any boundaries. But again, if I don't know them, I won't introduce myself right away. I'll probably linger in the background. That's me. I'll probably be perched upside down on a tree branch somewhere.
Yet again, that is another one of the beautiful things about VR chat, and in itself, also Resonite, which is growing. It's not there to my opinion for as the social zones and stuff like that, but both of them are great platforms. VR chat's a little ahead because it's been around longer, but the key thing is respecting other people and knowing that we're all here. Some of us have a lot more social issues, I guess would be the best way to say it, than others. I mean, whenever I first started and my first experience in VR chat, I would literally lock up in mid sentence with somebody if somebody passed through me. Don't know what it was. It was the visual, and IRL, I don't like people being behind me if I don't know they're there. And I like to prefer, whenever I'm in social situations, to have my back near a wall or not surrounded by people. And for some reason, whenever I was first entering into the VR chat world, I was, it would cause me a lot of anxiety. because people pile in on each other and get really close and talk and stuff like that. And it was really having a bit of visual effect on me. And I'd have to get away from the big groups and, set off to the distance or sit closer to a wall or try to do more one-on-one conversations or, one on 3 or 4 or 5 people, just in smaller groups. And it's still to this day, I do not like tiny instances with a lot of people in one spot. Like, for instance, last time I went to furry karaoke, everybody decided for some reason, I don't know why, to stand around in the little entry area of furry karaoke. And there's 30 people standing in there, all talking at once. I was like, sensory overload detected. Sensory overload detective. Flight or flee initiated. I couldn't deal with it. I had to run into the other room away from everybody else so I could move around a bit, just so that I could get the sound effects of the world all organized so that I could pay attention to things and and everything. And it took me a few minutes to get back into that mindset to where I was in there because I got overwhelmed. And I've been doing this for a while now, and it overwhelmed me. And when you see that on somebody else, be respectful. Let them. The best thing you could do is offer encouraging words, tell everybody else, hey, back off. Let them be for a minute. They're trying to get organized in their mental state, or be respectful of what's going on and don't run over there and try to make it worse. I've seen that happen before, and that is annoying. You just gotta let them be. And yet again, it goes back to, like I said, it's all about respecting the other people in the chat and in the world like you want to be respected, because you want to be respected as well. So you have to give that to other people. You want to feel welcomed. You want to feel the love. You want to feel the community. You want to be in there. And if that's what you're wanting, you have to be willing to give that to other people. Because if you can't, then what are you doing wanting it? I mean, it's a give and take situation. You have to give a little, you have to take a little. So.
Yes. Again, listen to the wise words of Corbin the Shark here. Be respectful. Everybody has their bubbles.
That is very important.
Don't pop the bubbles. You
Don't
pop the bubbles
poppers.
and you are out of here. But yes, please try to be respectful, everybody. Everybody would love that for sure. Please and thank yous.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please come again. Thank you. Please come again.
But this is to go with every community, I believe. You don't have to be a furry to be friends with us. I mean, a lot of people think you have to be a furry to, just to be in our friend group. You don't. If you're a friend, you're a friend.
We're people.
Yeah, we're people.
We're actually people too. I know.
It's not like
just because you're not one of us yet doesn't mean you can't hang out with us. Doesn't mean you can't chat with us. Doesn't mean you can't interact with us. Doesn't mean you can't be friends with us.
Well, we'll definitely get a lot of people that'll come around either in here or both of our streams. Well, like, do I have to be a furry to come into your instance and, chat with you, or do I have to be a furry to be just in this chat? No, you don't. You don't. Just as long as, all we really ask for is just as long as you respect the live and respect everybody that's in there, you're good. You're good. We won't like boot you out like no, he's not one of us. Get that guy out of here. We won't do that. We won't have pitchforks and torches. We won't do that to you. We're not scary unless you push the buttons.
It's amazing though. Whenever I joined in on the fandom, I was like, I'm not a furry. Totally not a furry. I like to get on here and do the VR chat avatars and stuff, but I'm not a furry. Totally not a furry. It's I could never be a furry. I would never do that. It's not my thing. I'm not a furry. Then I went to TFF, this Texas Furry Fiesta, and I found out why I wasn't a furry. I'm a scaly. I'm a shark. But I definitely am happy to say that I am part of the fandom. I am part of the community. I identify as a non-fursuit owning furry. So my fursuit is this. A little bit cheaper than a fursuit. But I have so much respect for the creative people who come up with this stuff, create these avatars, create the way they look, create the assets, create these worlds that we're setting in. And I also have a massive amount of respect for the people IRL who have beautiful fursuits that look so amazing. And every one of them looks beautiful in their way. And everything looks beautiful in how they've done it. So, but yet again, it comes down to the same thing: respect. I have a lot of respect for them because they've earned it. And respect is very important in life. And it creates it breaks down the boundaries of everything to where you come together, because there's no walls keeping us apart. We get to come together in a big group. Whenever I was at TFF, there wasn't like fursuiters, non-fursuiters, VR chat only fursuiters, or VR chat. It was a big community. We were all together, bunched together as one. And that's the way it should be, because we're all part of the same community. And keep that in mind. It's the respect and love and appreciation for the beauty of it.
I love I don't know if I'll ever get one, because I was a mascot. I tried the whole mascot thing. I had a whole outfit on. It was during the summer. It was my first job. I don't think I can do it again. I don't think I can survive in the heat again. It's probably not something I would do, wearing a whole fursuit or anything. I'm comfortable with this, so I think I'll only stick with this. This will be mine. I don't really want to survive the heat again underneath something. Yeah, like that. I don't want to do that again.
No, I get it.
But holy, congrats on to the people who do that.
A lot of respect for them.
Yeah, a lot. Doing that in the heat. You're champions right there. You're doing
Absolutely.
it. Congratulations. You're pushing heat limits right there for sure. Oh man. But a lot of them do have amazing designs. I do love the designs on most of what others have, like you said, the protogens or the different Oh, you rarely see the bird ones.
The volleys. Yeah,
The volleys,
there's several
yes.
different types of the volleys.
I do.
I guess there's more of them than just a volley. A volley is just a type, but there's a ton of bird species and stuff like that are just absolutely beautiful fursuits as well as avatars in VR chat. They look amazing.
They do.
And I go out on this weird. I have a weird stance on this. Protogens look okay. IRL protogens blow your mind. The amount of work, the technology, the all the things that go in on an IRL protogen fursuit. Wow. It's something completely different. And then you get into VR chat and the protogens look good. They look cute. They have a weird body, in my opinion, for a protogen. I don't know if I like the body designs on most protogens, but they look good. The little front scheme face looks great. They're cute. But IRL protogens, wow.
Like we were saying earlier, protogens fursuits kind of look like they would cost more than a regular one, because they have, like, again, those screens for faces, and that's a lot of hardware. But we have a friend that's a protogen, and he said it wasn't that, like, as much. It was about the same amount as the regular fursuits. Which is really confusing, because again, the screen faces and everything, to me, that would feel like that's more. That would cost more than a regular one. But yeah, not for me. No. Not for me. I can't do it again. I already done it. It is off my list. It's off my check not to do list.
For a partial. Maybe do a partial someday.
You know what?
Head and hands, or head and paws.
I don't know about the head, because I would love to see where I'm walking.
Yeah.
Maybe tail, and you know what? If I could get something to work, maybe the wings as well. So I'll probably go that far, but not in a full fur.
About the extent for you.
Yeah, I don't want to push any limits. I do not want to test the heat. But again, props to everybody who does that. You guys are amazing. Hopefully you guys know that. Ooh. But yeah. We have a wonderful fandom going on. We have a community. A wonderful community here, and I enjoy being here, and I'm glad I was randomly scrolling through TikTok and met Corbane. I'm glad, because of Corbane, I met so many amazing people, so many, and I got a whole lot of respect for Corbane.
He says that, but I'm actually the lucky one, because he came into my community and has been with me. I'm actually the lucky one here. So
I'm just a background supporter. That's all I am.
Not even in the slightest. He's the real deal. This guy right here. Real deal right here.
But I hope you all enjoyed this episode and enjoyed our experiences and our different stories that we kind of shared with you. And if if you want to join if you have a fandom in mind and you would love to join the fandom, hey, might as well go check out the fandom yourself, you know? Go spend some time around, see what the vibes are like, and if you like them, I think that's a sign for you to join. So, hey, go do that.
There's a lot of fandoms out there that participate on all the social programs that we have. We have all the different social programs out there. The purple app, the red app, or what do you call that? White, the red,
YouTube,
the purple. Yeah, I was trying not to say their names, but yeah, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. All of these great social programs, and there's more. Instagram. My age will show here because I don't know half of all of the other ones. But you have so many of these great social programs out there that if you're trying to find a community, you can find it. Find the thing that makes you happy. Find the ones that make you happy, because it's very important. If you're into cosplay for FNAF, or VR chat for FNAF, or anything that has to do with FNAF, you can find that community. It's out there. Just have to look around for it a bit, and you'll find a whole bunch of like-minded people that really enjoy that. And those are the people you want to spend time with, because they're into the same thing you are. Me, it's VR chat with furries. Found a lot of people that I enjoy spending my time with. A lot of people that I enjoy having around. There's also, other communities for other things, video games. There's a big, huge group of them for Sonic the Hedgehog, for, Halo.
Minecraft.
My brain locked up there, sorry. But, and cosplay for all the different animes. And throw your fist, or throw a dart at the wall, and you'll find that fandom. There's thousands of anime fandoms, thousands of video game fandoms, thousands of furry fandoms. There's all this stuff out there. Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, whatever it is that you're into. And I'm just using the PG fandoms. The other fandoms all exist out there too. Those are dark rabbit holes, so be careful. But you can find the fandom out there. If it's what brings you joy, then that's the one you got to look for. And then scroll through it until you find the one that fits your vibe. And that's the one you want to go with. Check them out on Discord. Check them out through their other, whatever it is their fan base program goes through. Get to know them. Hang out in their chats. Talk to them. Get to know them in that. And then you're finding yourself your community. Those are the people that you're going to be around, or that you want to be around, that you want to have around you. And there's no point in being around one that causes you problems. You're in a fandom, or if you're in a group that causes you stress, ditch that group. There's no room for that. There's no room for that. Your fandom, your passion, your love shouldn't cause you stress. And if you're in a group, or you're in a fandom, or you're in a part, some group of that fandom that's causing you stress, get out of there. You're not going to change it. You're not going to make it better. You're getting tortured. Get the one that accepts you. Get the one that loves you. Get the one that, that you could be happy in. Because the world is a huge place, and the internet is bigger than that. And you can find access to those fandoms. You can find what makes you happy. Do it. Do it. See how I turned my hand sideways? Do it. Do it. Get those belly rubs, head pats, and nose boops from who you enjoy being around.
Now, I'm going to say this.
That's the way I look at it.
I'm going to say this again as a reminder. If you have a question, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we will answer it in the next episode. So make sure it's a good question.
And if multiple people answer questions and we turn it into a Q&A, that's even better. We like Q&As. We like questions. We like answering what people want to know. We like telling you guys what you want to know about us, what you want to know about our experiences, what you want to know about the fandom, what you want to know about, anything that we can give you answers to. We're here to help. We're here to reach out. We're offering hands to join us on this journey. And we want you to be a part of it. We want you to experience it and have fun with us. So interacting with us helps us and helps you get to know us. As the movie quote goes, help us to help you. Help us help you. And that's the best thing that you can do, is the interactions. And if it takes you some time to build up to be interactive, that's okay too. It's at your pace. Don't let anybody try to rush you. Everything's at your pace. But some of us have faster paces than others. So those of us that are faster paced, those are going to be the ones leading the charge. If you're a fast-paced interactor, you're going to be leading the charge in every post you make, every question you ask, every comment, every bit of support that you put in. You are helping dozens of people behind you build up the courage to follow in your footsteps. You become the leader of that charge, and you are now based with that power and responsibility. So accept it, enjoy it, thrive in it, and keep going. You're pushing more people to be like you. You're pushing more people to be interactive. You're helping people break through that barriered wall. You are the support. You are the help. You are the guides. You're being so helpful and you don't even realize it. The amount of help that you're providing is beyond measure. Person once, I heard this once, was told this, butterflies exist in a world where they can't see themselves, but they have no idea how beautiful they are. Everybody else looks at them and says, wow, how beautiful. The butterfly never knows how beautiful it truly is, but yet they exist and they keep going. They keep on striving. So even though you may not be able to see how beautiful and how great and majestic you are, everybody else sees it. Everybody else relies on that. Everybody else cheers you on. And that's a big responsibility. That's a big thing. You should be proud of that. You should be very proud of yourselves. Be proud of your strength.
Wise words from a wise shark.
With old age finally comes some semblance of intelligence and wisdom. I'm not sure where it's at in that fishbowl in my brain, but somewhere every once in a while the fish finds its flake of food and I say something important. Doesn't happen very often, trust me.
My brain don't work.
Brained, I'm fish brained.
My brain don't work like that. I'm not wise. I'm just butter. I just slide around.
Like I said, we are wise in our own little ways, and you've been a tremendous help to me. You've been a big emotional support for me. You've been a big supporter in every way, shape, or form to me. Like I said, you say I'm helpful to you. I say you have no idea how helpful and important you've been to me. Been very important to me.
But everybody, that includes this episode. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed this episode. So you've got to hear a little bit about us, a little of our, stories and our experiences. And again, if you guys would love to know more about us, we can do Q&As. Just leave us a question down in the comments down below of what would you like to know, and of course we'll do it in the next video. Okay.
Yep. Even if it's just the first half of the video, we do a Q&A, and then we do the rest of our program that we want to talk about. The first half of it, we'll try to answer all of the questions and give back feedback to the community. Feedback is always welcome, constructive, or what you liked or what you didn't like. Try to be respectful, and we're here to grow. We're not perfect. We want to grow.
Yes.
And you're helping us get better. You are helping us, and we appreciate that so very much. We thank you for for turning in and watching and listening. We thank you for being allowing us to entertain you for 30 minutes or so, or whatever it takes, whatever we get through here, an hour. I don't know how long we've been going, but I thank you for allowing us to entertain you, and thank you for listening to us. Thank you so much. And thank you in advance for all the questions and comments, likes, and love that you choose to share with us. It's very appreciated.
Thank you. You guys are amazing. Hopefully you guys know that. But
you're amazing.
Yes, you are. Remember that, everybody. Now, I hope to see you, everybody, in the next video. You guys have a lovely day, lovely night. Be safe, everybody. You guys are amazing.
Stay happy, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and we'll catch you later.
Love you, Bunns.
Bye.